Tamu sana, tamu sana. Kenya Kwanza Alliance were in Kirinyaga County today for their campaigns. And while in Kirinyaga Central Constituency, accompanied by various other aspirants in that area, residents were telling them Jubilee. And actually residents were also shouting Jubilee aspirant for that area. So in this video, I want us to have a look at that short clip of what transpired there, after which, as usual, we are just going to dissect that to see exactly what it means politically. Listen into this. What does that mean politically? That's our analysis and discussion right now. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. From that short clip, it's very clear the ground in Kirinyaga is fast changing from order to Jubilee. And I'm saying that because not only of that incident, but in the past 1 week, we have been seeing some political moves on the mountain towards Jubilee. Just some few days, and that's something I've been saying here, about 50 other coordinators in Kirinyaga County, to be specific, dumped order for Jubilee. So from that incident of today again, it's almost certain that indeed the ground in Kirinyaga is tilting towards Jubilee. And it's just a matter of time before actually Uda and even William Ruto become actually the most hated politician in that part of the mountain. And then secondly, from that short clip, it's also very certain that our politics is largely ethnic-based. I know Uhuru Kenyatta's endorsement of Raila Amolo Odinga might be working miracles there. Though that kind of a shift is purely because of the president. And I'm one person who has always maintained here that by August election this year, the mountain to the last person most likely will be in Jubilee, or rather will be facing towards the direction Uhuru Kenyatta is showing them. And I'm saying that because you can see clearly that Uhuru Kenyatta has not even stepped foot there. He has not even been on the mountain to aggressively start his campaigns for Raila Amolo Odinga. But already you can see some signs that the ground is tilting towards Jubilee, towards Azimio. So if the president will actually in person step foot on the mountain, the day the president will step foot on the mountain for even a week, and he does his campaigns thoroughly, aggressively, on the mountain. I'm seeing the mountain to the last person going toward the direction of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And I'm saying that because the remaining 4 months, in my considered opinion, is still a long period of time. In Kenya, and especially for those who have participated in politics, moods do change. Winds do change even one day to the election itself. But with 4 months, I know Uhuru Kenyatta, if he so wish, they will actually manage to convince and change the mountain towards Azimio. And then from that behavior again, it's also an indication that residents of Kirinyaga County, or rather this complaint, in the recent days, they have actually been complaining that Jubilee has been buying their aspirants. Yes, that has been the complaint from the side of UDA. And Dennis Itumbi has been actually leading that kind of a campaign. But if you look at exactly what is happening on the ground, and then you consider some other factors, UDA as a party, they might have sensed defeat in Kirinyaga and largely on the mountain. In fact, if you look at Purity Ngirishi, it's widely expected that Purity Ngirishi is to join Jubilee anytime from now. Just some few days ago, Martha Karua, another top Kirinyaga politician, joined Azimio, and today he accompanied Raila Amolo Odinga in his Western tour. And in Kirinyaga politics, we have 3 very strong women. We have Ann Waiguru, Martha Karua, and Purity Ngirishi. Out of these 3, almost 2 are seemingly supporting Azimio, supporting the side of the president. So you can see that about now, 2/3, we can just equate it to 2/3. You can now see that 2/3 already are showing some kind of leaning towards Azimio. And that might actually be the eventual results there. We might find even 2/3 of Kirinyaga County actually going towards the president, towards Azimio. That is something that is actually coming out clearly. So the side of UDA, we have been seeing them complaining. Those complaints, in my considered opinion, and that's something I did in our yesterday's video, those are just leaders or other people who are sensing they are actually losing the ground. So they want to find an excuse why they are losing that ground. And I'm saying an excuse because it's largely believed and also known that William Ruto, these leaders who have all along been supporting him, it's widely believed that William Ruto actually wooed them through maybe some money or some other stuff for these leaders to actually start following him. So if the same strategy William Ruto used for these leaders to maybe support him, if Jubilee is also using that strategy, that is politics. Dennis Itumbi, UDA have no reason, or rather, their complaint is not actually justified, because that's the real Kenyan politics, and that's exactly what they also used. And then from that short clip again, it's also a clear indication that the influence of Karanja Kibichu in Kirinyaga politics is something that can actually not be ruled out. Karanja Kibichu has been very active on the ground. In fact, today, I think he met some other aspirants. I think yesterday and even today, he met some Jubilee aspirants in Kirinyaga County. So you can see clearly that the sudden shift in Kirinyaga County can also be attributed to Karanja Kibichu. He's actually one of the CS, or rather one of government officials, actually doing a wonderful job on the ground in terms of mobilizing the ground, maybe to support the government side. So that can also be attributed to Karanja Kibichu. And finally, as I conclude, from that indication, rather from that incident of today, it's also very certain that you can be in a popular party, but maybe you are a weak candidate. Because those aspirants who are there today, in my considered opinion, they might be very weak aspirants who just want to ride on Uda wave. Because currently it's believed that there is still a perceived Uda wave in Kirinyaga. So the aspirants who are actually in Uda, they might be very weak candidates who are just there to ride on Uda wave. But individually, personally as people, they might be very, very weak. And that's why you are seeing those residents of Kirinyaga actually shouting the name of Wambugu. Wambugu, in my considered opinion, seems to be a very strong aspirant for that seat, Kirinyaga Central Constituency. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya.